Pato and Antoinette Ruth's daughter are both world-renowned Grammy-nominated reggae musicians. They're ordained ministers for Christ Michael. They are students and teachers and international ambassadors of the Urantia book. They're recipients of the Unity Earth Keepers of the Flame Award. They've been officially appointed Goodwill Ambassadors of the Golden Rule. They're official members of the Evolutionary Leader Circle, a dynamic and visionary project for the Source of Synergy Foundation. They are members of the Global Urantia United Religions Initiative and are recent recipients of the URI's Hermes Award for creative collaboration and communications with other cooperation circles around the world. They are some of our best ambassadors that the Urantia book have. Pato and Antoinette, the room is yours.
Hi, everybody.
Wow, thanks for that introduction, Chris.
That was awesome.
Looks like we've been busy.
Yeah.
All right, so firstly, I want to say greetings, Antonio, greetings, Chris, and your beautiful wifey. And hi, everyone in the Urantia movement. We love you, and we're very honored, very, very honored to be here. The last time we closed the Urantiathon, we didn't have much time to answer any questions. So today we're going to, make time for dialogue and allow our Urantia family here to ask us any questions they feel are pertinent right now. And we really want to use this session as a way to, just celebrate the Urantiathon, to close the Urantiathon with some music and words of inspiration, and and a lot of sharing, and to reflect on 2020, which we want to forget as quickly as possible as we embark on 2021 with more hopes for a better year this year than last year. So Antoinette, any thoughts before we start playing some music?
No, I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to see everybody in the Urantia movement still going strong with diverse people from all over the world, sharing their knowledge and their truths. And I've been watching the activity online on Facebook and other social media. So this is great for everybody to kind of see what we're into and what we're really about, why we study the Urantia book and why it's important to us.
So I'm going to share our screen. We want to start here because last year we went to Australia to meet our Urantia family across Australia, from the east coast of Australia to the west coast and down south in, what's the island called?
We went to Tasmania, Perth, Melbourne, and Sydney.
Yeah, we went to Tasmania for one day to go and meet our Urantia family. And then we left Australia and went to India. And I just found this actually, that I didn't even know we made it on the front page of Rolling Stone while we was in India. And there's Antoinette waving her Urantia flag on stage, as she always does. And that was a really, really great experience. We went to the river.
The Varanasi, it was in the city.
Yeah, we went to Varanasi and we went to the holy river where they cremate a lot of people and do a lot of worshiping. Does anyone know what the name of that river is?
The Ganges.
The Ganges.
Yeah.
It sounded like ganja, but I think it's Ganges.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is a clip from our next trip that we left India and went straight to Israel.
Israel, Jordan, and Palestine.
Israel, Jordan, and Palestine. So this one is called Unity Earth. And we'd like to share this one first. So let me just enlarge that for you. And please enjoy, dance along, sing along, but don't unmute your microphone because it always messes up when everybody tries to sing live. So you can sing from the comfort of your chair. And enjoy this song.
It's my great privilege to introduce to you Antoinette Ruth's daughter and Pato Banton.
please feel free to come closer. There's a lot of dancing space down here. Come on, guys, come on. Tell me why there's so much fighting when we could all be uniting. Tell me why there's so much greed when planet Earth can provide everybody's needs. Tell me why there's so much division when we got so much in common. To see a change, you gotta be the change. Shine your light, stand up for the right, and let's unite as we all come together as a spiritual family. Let's unite as we all come together on this caravan of unity. Let's unite as we all come together as a spiritual family.
One love.
Let's unite as we all come together on this caravan of unity. Well, they say each one teach one, but first we've got to reach one. So we're reaching out to the world for more unification. UNITY spells a unity. That's what we need in our global community. No more hate, prejudice, or animosity. Let's replace that with generosity. One for all and all for one. Each one teach one how to get along. Divided we fall, but together we strong. And if we stand up together, we could never go wrong. Let's unite as we all come together as a spiritual family. Let's unite as we all come together on this caravan of unity. Let's unite as we all come together as a spiritual family. Let's unite as we all come together on this caravan of unity. Hey, it's a caravan, caravan, caravan of unity. We on a mission, yes, we on a mission. Caravan, caravan, caravan of unity. We on a mission, yes, we on a mission. Caravan, caravan, caravan of unity. We on a mission, yes, we on a mission. Caravan, caravan, caravan of unity. We on a mission, yes, we on a mission. UNITY spells a unity. UNITY, Missy Morgan. UNITY spells a unity. UNITY. U for universal unity and negotiations for peace are necessary. I is instill international integrity to turn the tides of tyranny. Why? 'Cause that's the way it should be. Our people living in a harmony. Let me see a peace sign if you agree, and let your voices be heard as you sing with me. Let's unite as we all come together as a spiritual family. Let's unite as we all come together on this caravan of unity. Let's unite as we all come together as a spiritual family. Let's unite as we all come together on this caravan of unity. Hey, it's a caravan, caravan, caravan of unity. We on a mission, yes, we on a mission. Caravan, caravan, caravan of unity. We on a mission, yes, we on a mission. Caravan, caravan, caravan of unity. We on a mission, yes, we on a mission. Caravan, caravan, caravan of unity. We on a mission, yes, we on a mission. Yeah. Thank you.
That was
Thank you.
great.
And you know, even though that's a very, very fun video, our business in Israel was serious business. We went over there with Eco Peace, and there was 100 of us that traveled together to the Holy Land across Israel, and we were working with Eco Peace. We were working with Christian ministers, Jewish leaders, and Muslim leaders, all working on the ecology of the water and working towards peace efforts of making things more livable and cohabitable in that region. So it was a really beautiful experience.
It's a good learning experience because the heads of each part of each country, there's a Jordanian, Palestinian director and an Israeli director, and the three of them have to work together because in the essence is that it's shared water. They all have to share the water of the resources. So they have to put aside their political differences, you know, based on how the ecology is affecting the Galilee, the Sea of Galilee, the Dead Sea, and also the River Jordan. You know, it's water is very sacred and very important. So, and also having the indigenous community there with us too. Amazing.
So any questions so far? Anyone want to ask anything before we go to the next song or anything?
Well, apparently Chris Woods' children, they were dancing on the rhythm of your music. So
They refused to be on camera, but they heard the music and they made us turn off the camera to dance.
Ah. All right. Anyone else?
Brother, tell us about the Unity Earth and why you think that is such an important collection of personalities.
All right.
All right. You want to go first?
Yeah. So, you know, the interesting thing is that Unity Earth was created by Ben Bowler. And I actually met him. We met, Pato and Ben met each other on one of the Blog Talk radio programs years ago. This was back in 2011 or something. And they were discussing the Urantia book. And Ben had a vision of creating this space and organization and people coming together from all different faiths. This was really my first experience into interfaith work. So we went to Thailand, and that's
at that time Ben was running 2 TV shows, one called Monk for a Month and one called Muslim for a Month.
Yeah, those are organizations where people actually come in and participate in the
from
program,
different faiths,
living as a monk or a Muslim or a Buddhist for an entire month with a different family, and you know, immersing themselves fully into it
and gaining that experience.
And then it turned into from there it started as U Day in Thailand, and so we were in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and that's where we first met Pramadou J, my first monk that I met, became friends with, and then the Christian pastor, and then the Baha'i, the guys from Turkey, and they actually had an interfaith school for children, you know, which was very amazing because they teach all different religions to children that over at the school. That was my first experience with the guys, where they asked me to participate in doing the Muslim call to prayer. And it's kind of shattered my ideas about religion, because I always assumed that everybody's so stuck in the religions that there's no room for any kind of progressive ideals or how we are in the modern century today. So there I was standing next to a man doing the Muslim call to prayer in front of like 100 monks. That was new and exciting and different. And I was like, okay. And also hearing a monk praying to God, because a lot of times we were told that monks or Buddhists don't sit there and believe in the ideology of God, but he actually said God like 3 times in his prayer. So that was very exciting. And from when it came from U-Day, we moved into onegod.com by the time we went to the Parliament of World Religions in Salt Lake City, Utah. So he's like, all right, we're changing, we're morphing into something else. And then after we created the onegod.com, which was very hip, it was exciting times, because at that Parliament, we were just like a hip booth. We had music, we had t-shirts, we had the Urantia books, you know, we just had all these people come. It's like, we're not selling any religions. We're just going to talk about spiritual truths and how we all believe that we're all God's children, brothers and sisters. But then as he started to dive more into it, I guess God was not something that a lot of people want to use. And then he changed from onegod.com into Unity Earth. And by this time, he had gathered so many people from around the world, from all over Europe, from all over Asia, from all over with the URI. That's how we started getting linked up with some of the different organizations, interfaith organizations, by bringing them all together and saying, what can we actually do and participate? What are each people doing as problem solvers as far as seeing like how we're going to bring ourselves into light and life. That's how we start to meet more and more people were other Urantia book readers too. Ambassador Musi Hailu with the United Religions Initiative. He's been studying Urantia books since 1972. Ben's been studying it. A lot of people we didn't actually know, they've been reading the Urantia book, and they all feel the ideologies and the philosophies resonate within their hearts, even if they're existing within their own religions.
So for me, the beauty of working with Unity Earth is that there are religious leaders from around the world who are all coming together to demonstrate spiritual unity, which the Urantia book talks about a lot. The Urantia book, there's a section in the Urantia book also where it says that the future spiritual leaders are required not to strengthen their religious barriers, but to actually come together and worship the one God together. And so what I found, to my surprise, was that coming together in all these different arenas of multi-faith, most of the people who are at the top of these multi-faith organizations are actually Urantia book readers. And even when we went to Israel, how many of us went to Israel? Was it 80?
There was 100 of us.
No, sorry, to Ethiopia. How many was there?
About 60.
All right, so we went to Ethiopia with 60 religious delegates. 11 of them were Buddhist monks, all in their orange. And to the human eye, it would appear that the largest number of people who shared the same ideology or philosophy was Muslims, because they look so numerous in their orange outfits. Buddhist outfits. But when I went around and did a very quick interview of everybody to find out what everybody's views were. We had 11 Buddhists, and actually we had 13 Urantia book readers.
Students.
But we would have never known, looking from the outside in, that actually the Urantia book readers outnumbered everyone in this multi-faith group traveling across Ethiopia. So, there's another thing that Jesus said, and which I love. One of the things I love the most being a Urantia book reader, and I say this with humility, is that I do have a religion, but we do not have a hierarchy. We do not have a church. And Jesus actually says the religion that we should be practicing now is a religion that is not a religion in the common day meaning of that word. And another thing that Jesus says, we do not belong to any of them, but we are here to win all of them. So being a multi-faith ambassador for me means that even though I'm a part of this huge group, I don't really have one particular group that I belong to. Even though I am a student of the Urantia book, which is my first book, I'm actually a student of all religions because all of them have something to teach me. And I also encourage all religionists, no matter what their religion is, I encourage all of them to grow. Because if we are all climbing up the same mountain of religion and religious philosophies and religious ideals, if we all continue to grow, we will all eventually outgrow our religions, just like a pair of shoes, and we'll all meet on the mountaintop of spirituality, which we are destined to all become spiritual ascenders when we get to the mansion worlds anyway. But if some of us can awaken to that idea now, how much more beautiful it will be and much more harmonious it will be. And especially when these travels, when we finish traveling together, a lot of these people have to go back to Africa, to India, and to certain countries where there are religious tensions, where they are killing each other because of religions. But when they go back and take the pictures and the videos that we do together, demonstrating to their community, look, guys, we don't have to believe the same thing to be a family. Look, I'm traveling with Muslims, Buddhists, Hindus, Christians, those weird Urantia book readers. We're all traveling together on the same bus, singing together, dancing together, praying together, doing outreach together. That is a beautiful picture to share with the world. And I wish the media would pick up on these stories more to show that there is increasing religious harmony in the world right now, which will lead to political harmony too. So we achieve a lot of great things undercover, I guess, at the moment, but it's so beautiful to see.
I think too, it's important that it, like we said, that you said it's a demonstration. So it wasn't like we're going out there trying to fix all the world's problems and everything, but just the example when people said there, did you see that group of people just all laughing and smiling and together and just, you know, that kind of spiritual unity and fellowship. And I always tell people, it's like, it's not what you say, but it's how you act. And that's how you know somebody who walks with God. And then when they see that kind of example, that kind of sets something off in their mind too.
Yeah. And next week is Interfaith Harmony Week.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Any more questions before we go to the next song? One more. All right. Ready for another song, everyone? All right. Let me...
Pato, where are you right now?
We are at home in Lake Elsinore, California, which is in between Los Angeles and San Diego, close to Temecula and Riverside.
Okay. Good to see you again, you two beautiful people.
Thank you. Good to see you too. All right, so we're going to go to the next song. Let me find it. Minimize this one. And yeah, I'm gonna skip 2020 for a minute. And as you know, we just had Martin Luther King Day. So I'm gonna do a new song that we just completed, which is dedicated to Martin Luther King. And I think it's so appropriate right now as we, you know, try to, you know, come closer. You know, bring this huge divide, this political divide that we've got going on in America, you know, to look towards seeing more peace and love and unity as we move forward right now. And also to remember all the great lessons that Martin Luther King taught us about demonstrating and how it's good to be civilly disobedient if there's something that you think needs to be changed, but also that we should always remain nonviolent. You know, we should always walk on the high moral ground so that we don't descend into violence, you know, and then become as bad as the people we're trying to change. So Antoinette, again, wrote the music for this one with me. And I hope you like it. I'm going to share it and then we can discuss it if anyone wants to ask anything about it. So let me share the screen first again. Here we go. Share sound. Share screen, sharing. And let me just... All right, can you guys see my screen okay?
Yes, we can.
All right, here we go. All right. Enjoy. All right. Yeah. This one is dedicated to the King, Martin Luther King, our civil rights champion. Understand me, no man. And this one is dedicated to all the people all over the world, to every man and woman, every boy and girl, to everyone who believes that equal rights and justice should apply to all, regardless of our color, class, or creed. This one's for Martin Luther King, our frontline soldier, Martin Luther King, our peaceful warrior, Martin Luther King, our civil rights leader, Martin Luther King. This one's for him. Well, just like MLK, I have a dream today. And like Bob Marley, I got so much things to say. Hey, wanna talk about empathy, equity and equality. Wanna talk about ending war and how to end poverty, how to end racial hate and police brutality. Cause where there's no justice, oh Jah, there can be no peace. Seems like humanity is in a state of emergency. We need more ethical leaders with a sense of integrity, like Martin Luther King, our frontline soldier Martin Luther King, our peaceful warrior Martin Luther King, our civil rights leader Martin Luther King. This one's for him. You see, there are so many problems and we need some solutions. Yes, let's get together now and start a love revolution. And we can't stop, no we can't slow up. We gotta keep pressing on. If you can't run then walk, can't walk then it's time to crawl. He said, hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Darkness can't drive out darkness, only light can do that. He said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. I've decided to stick with love, hate is too much to bear. He said, you can kill the dreamer, but you can't kill the dream. You see, unconditional love will rule in eternity. He said, the time is always ripe to do what is right. Lord, I hear the voice of Jesus say, don't give up the fight. He said, where do we go from here? Chaos or community, my people. Instead of fighting each other, show some unity. He said, we fight injustice with civil disobedience. So speak up, don't be silent, and always remain non-violent. Yeah, let's work it out, don't fight it out. Come on everybody, let me hear you sing it. Let's work it out, don't fight it out. This one is for the king. Let's work it out, don't fight it out. Come on everybody, one more time. Let's work it out, don't fight it out. Yeah. This one's for Martin Luther King, our frontline soldier Martin Luther King, our peaceful warrior Martin Luther King, our civil rights leader Martin Luther King. This one's for him. This one's for Martin Luther King, our frontline soldier Martin Luther King, our peaceful warrior Martin Luther King, our civil rights leader Martin Luther King. This one's for him.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream. We will be able to speed up that day when all of us children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
We have to stop it.
For just 60
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
Gracias.
so this
That was
is,
powerful, powerful. Thank you.
thank you. So today marks the anniversary of Coretta Scott King's death. This was, she passed in 2006, and this marks the anniversary. And I was reading something earlier today about, she said, the beloved community is a spiritual bond that claims the energies and commitment of a diverse group of people who desire to serve a cause larger than themselves. The beloved community is fueled by unconditional love, feels like family, and transcends race, religion, and class. And I think this is the reason why I feel this is so important is when I heard earlier with Dr. Perry, when he was speaking and the woman who spoke after him, that there was a quote by James Baldwin that he said, to be a Negro in America is to be in a state of constant rage. And so for us, you know, as people of color, as Black people here in America and around the world, how do we not stay in that state of rage? You know, how do we not let the anger succumb us to go about things in a different way? So this kind of like, it really inspired me, you know, as far as like the feminist and learning about the mother spirit within the Urantia book, you know, because she was such a great peacemaker. And then after the events of the summer, Pato and I got heavily involved in a lot of the social justice works that's been going on across the country, working with different organizations. And then when I like really started to take over, you know, some of the things, it was like, I wanted to make sure that we came from a spiritual place, from a place of peace and love, and the same things that he was teaching, the same things that she was teaching, the same things that we're actually reading about in the Urantia book, and not letting our movement get hijacked by any other means or realities and stuff, because we all have to live in this, and we have to live in this together and work together. So this has been our spiritual mission as well too. It's just added along with all the other things that we're involved in. So yeah.
So we could go on and on and on about social justice right now, but we need another hour. All right. So rather than do that, I don't want to lose our momentum, because we want to dedicate a moment of our time to our local universe mother spirit. Because many times she gets overlooked. And so we want to not only send out love and respect to our local universe mother spirit, we want to send love to our infinite mother spirit, the third person of the Trinity. And we also want to send love to all of the women in the Urantia movement. All of you sisters out there who are doing great works and who are just letting your spiritual light shine. We just want to honor our sisters right now. And I want to ask all the brothers out there, all the Urantia men, can we please take a moment to give all of the feminine divine entities a big round of applause right now, please. Just to show them some love and some respect to all the women and all the mothers. We love you, we appreciate you, and life would not be as beautiful without you. So Antoinette has done a song called The Mother Spirit.
I Am Mother Spirit.
I Am Mother Spirit. So we'd like to share that with you now. And I hope you guys enjoy this. And please, after we play this for your shit, please feel free to ask any questions or share any thoughts. So here we go. Desktop share. And let's go back up here. All right, so have I got it in here?
There we go.
All right, here it is. All right, enjoy everyone.
I am your local universe mother spirit. I am the feminine divine, the universe spirit, the Shekinah, Shakti, the creative mother spirit, the divine minister, and the Holy Spirit. I am the giver of the breath of life. I am omnipresent in this universe, and you actually live in me. creative daughter of the infinite Mother Spirit. I am equal co-creator with your local universe creator Son, and we have created you in our image. I am the spirit of Mother Earth and Mother Nature. I am the mystery of life, the vital energy spark, the essential factor of life plasm to the required revolutions of matter in accordance with the physical, chemical, and electrical specifications of your world. I am the cause of purposeful organic evolution and reproduction. I am the source of all life on your planet, vegetable, animal, and human. I am the inherent endowment of mammalian mother love, maternal instincts, and the bestower of mind, animal and human. I am personally maternal to all my children. I love you individually. I know you personally, and I understand you completely. I am the provider of the spirit of intuition, the spirit of understanding, the spirit of courage, the spirit of knowledge, the spirit of counsel, the spirit of worship, and the spirit of wisdom. I am the Holy Spirit, and I extend to you my fostering care and spiritual ministry as I work in harmony with the spirit of truth and your indwelling spirit to lead you ultimately to the loving embrace of our Heavenly Father.
Stand up.
All right. Thank you.
So, Pato, I have a question about your journeys through Latin America. You have been to Latin America, no? And
Yes.
what can you share us about that, about those journeys?
Wow. So we have been, we've been to Peru,
Quite a few times.
Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, Colombia.
What's that? Guyana?
Is that right? Is that South America?
It is South
Venezuela.
America.
Our experiences there is that we have spent time meeting Urantia book readers in all of those countries. The largest group that we've actually spent time with is in Brazil, in São Paulo, Brazil. Also, we had a very great experience with a Urantia group in Peru, in the hills of Peru. And we did a very big TV show. We did a big TV show with like the Oprah Winfrey of Brazil. And we handed her a Urantia book in Portuguese, which she was very, very excited.
The show was on religion.
Yeah. Her show was on the world's religions.
Fatima, that's her name.
And how they can work together in unity. And we performed Go Pato on this show and handed her the Urantia book, and she was just blown away. And we found that in Latin America, they love Jesus, you know, they love Jesus so much, and they seem to be one of the most open places right now to receive the Urantia book.
Mhm.
A lot of Latin Americans have stepped away from the church, but they still love Jesus and they're looking for something more. And I think they are very fertile ground right now to receive the teachings of the Urantia book.
I'm gonna find the thing for you, Antonio, because there was like a couple of interviews. One was in Brazil and one was in Peru. But it's their music shows. But once we got on the subject of Urantia, these guys were so interested. The whole interview turned into the Urantia book.
Yes.
That was pretty amazing and stuff. There's a lot that I'm gonna dig those up for you.
Yeah. It's very interesting how open they are.
And how young, you know, like when you're dealing with a younger group of people, same thing with Africa. I think like between Africa, South America, and Asia, you find more receptible of younger readers, more people who are open to hearing new truths and are more open-minded, even though these people aren't necessarily like real churchgoers or real church people.
All right. Any questions before we go to the next one? Anyone want to ask anything or say anything to us?
I just want to comment that we maybe have like 12, 13 minutes, you know, so
Yes.
just enough time.
Yes.
Not even that. I would say closer
I've
to
got 9 minutes. Is that right, Chris?
To be safe, 9 minutes.
Yeah, we got 9 minutes, 8 minutes now. Right.
All right.
So we're going to move on to the next song. Before I play the next song, let me see what I'm going to play next, actually. I think I'm going to go with New Day. Oh, here we go. Boom, 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 boom.
Tengo una sorpresa para
Yeah.
tu piquelazo.
So I just want to say to all of the people here that recognize this book, I just want to say how blessed we are. I'm so glad to be alive right now, because if I was on this planet 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 300 years ago, I wouldn't have had the great privilege to experience celestial visitation. And people ask me, why are you always so positive? And the reason why I'm so positive is because of this book and the promises that are within this book. And I honestly believe that our planet is in for another visitation. I honestly believe that our celestial family is preparing to send someone or a group of beings back here to start getting things back in order. And I'm not trying to pretend I'm a prophet or I've had a vision, but that's one thing I feel strongly about. And I don't know when it will be. It could be 10 years, 100 years, 500 years. I don't know. But just knowing that we have a celestial family that is taking care of us, that cares about us, that cares about our planet, it makes me excited for the future. And it makes me realize that no matter what problems we're having right now, the future is bright. Things are going to work out great for this planet. And a lot of people outside of this planet are going to wish they lived on this planet. So anyway, the next song I want to do for you is called New Day Dawning. Some of you may have heard this song already or seen the video already, but I'd like to share this one before we do one last song for you, okay? So we're still sharing desktop. And I'm seeing so many awesome faces on the screen. I want to say hi to everyone personally, but I'm not going to, because that would take a long time and I might leave somebody out and get them upset with me. So I'm not taking that chance, but I love you guys. I'm so happy to be here. And yeah.
You got 6 minutes. So
Here we go.
the song is 7.
So no, this is the short version.
It's that one's 6.
Here we go. All right. So I think we've got 1 minute left. And thank you. During this, I just want to share one last thing. It's not a video. I just want to share a new website that we just created. And let me go back to this, share screen. Here it is. Minimize that. And oh, here it is. Here is a new website we just created. It's called Urantiaartisans.com. And we have got a lot of different Urantia artists coming together. It's got an about section. And the Urantia Artisans, I'll just give you a quick preview. We've got Urantia Organization, Urantia Media, Urantia Community. Here's some of the Urantia Artisans that we've included so far. We will be adding more very soon. Antoinette's there, Bob Salone, Alison Zopel, Carla Santana, Christina Seaborn, the Striders, so many of us, James Woodward, as you can see, a lot of different musicians. We've got visual artists. There's Gary Tong, Luigi Bartholomew, and there we are. We've got literary arts too. And on the last page, we also have the Words of Christ, which is a 7 CD box set, as many of you know. There's all the 7 CDs. And then we also have videos on here with some of the Words of Christ too. So just wanted to share that with you. We need another hour to share all our thoughts and music, but I'll stop there because we are out of time. But thank you for tuning in, everyone. Much love. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Pato. And one of the things that I wanted to ask you is that maybe we can have an event about the Urantia Artisans.
Yes.
Maybe we can do something in the future together.
Yeah, that would be great. Yes, let's organize it.
Okay.
I know a lot of them would be excited.
They deserve their own conference. So
yes. Urantia Music Festival.
Arts Festival.
Yeah.
Includes all the art. Yeah, arts.
First, we have to do something by Zoom. So
yes.
I'd like to make a quick comment. I've heard a lot about joy over these last 24 hours, but the two of you have multiplied my joy tenfold. Thank you so
Isn't that
much.
the truth?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Chris, do you want to close it? If we won't get, maybe we won't get kicked out.
Well, yeah, wonderful job, everybody. We did it. 24 hours. I don't think we were Zoom bombed once. So we did great this time. I want to give a special thanks to Antonio and to Jeannie, who will be leading these Urantiathons into the future, as well as expanding them into other languages. We've had them in Spanish, and we've had events like this in French. This is the 4th one that has been heavily based in English, but now we've also blended in the Portuguese and the Spanish. And so under their leadership, these Urantiathons are going to continue into the future. Yeah, 2 weeks from now, with the foundation, it's going to be an event on loving service on Valentine's Day. In April, it is Peru's International Conference for April 24th and April 25th. Look into the future for what will be the summer study webinar. We have any number of webinars offered with Urantia Association in English, Spanish, and Portuguese. Look to Urantia University for their daily Urantia cafes or UUI cafes. All of these things are available. We're coming closer as a community, even though the virus is keeping us apart. So thank you all for coming. And yeah, great things are ahead. So thank you.